Welcome to the Photo Shoot Colts podcast. I'm your host, Lam, and today we're going to talk about why Colts fans should be excited for this season, especially after that butt whooping we gave the Dolphins 33-8, winning their first season opener since 2013. The crazy part is this fan base was ranked last and least optimistic before the season started per Athletic, and I understand why, because Anthony Richardson was benched for the second time in 3 years, so this is third season. We haven't seen much from him, and I think it's over. And I made a video already of why I think it's over for Anthony Richardson and why I think Daniel Jones may be the quarterback for the future. And yeah, outside of that quarterback, issue, this team is just built all around really, really well, especially that secondary with the addition of Javarius Ward and Cameron Bynum. They made an immediate impact to that secondary and to that Lou Anarumo defense. Speaking of Lou Anarumo, his scheme is just refreshing to see. It's refreshing to see a coordinator that's aggressive, that's not passive, that's not waiting for the offense to come, and they're just out there to attack. We've seen Latu get an interception. That's something that I did not expect coming out of Latu. He's a really, really good player. I expect him to have a big season. I expect him to have 10 plus sacks. But yeah, he already has an interception. I'm not sure if he got a sack. I don't think he got a sack, but not too worried about that. There's still 16 games left. This offense looks a lot different. The main reason why is because Tyler Warren. How about Tyler Warren? 15th, no, 14th, 15th. I think we got the 15th pick. I'm not sure. 15th overall pick for the 2025. And I was ecstatic when we got him. And now we see why. Because he was making immediate impact for the first play of the game. When Daniel Jones running out to his left, and yeah, found Tyler Warren for 12-yard gain, and he has 7 catches for I think 77 yards. He's gonna be a problem, and defenses have to account for him, which is gonna give Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, A.D. Mitchell, Alec Pierce, even more Alec Cox and other tight ends that we have more opportunities. And yeah, it's just going to open up the field for Daniel Jones to attack. And this offensive line looks really good. I saw the PFF. I think the guards were ranked number 1. Quinn Nelson and Gonzalez look. Speaking of Gonzalez looked fantastic in the run. He needs to keep it up. In the I know in the passing, he's still improving. He's still working on. He's still trying to find his groove, because this is his first time playing guard in the pros. I know he played some guard, and I think he was drafted as guard. I'm not sure. I got to go back to that, but he looked good. Shout out to Gonzalez. Yeah, the offensive line was good. If they keep it up in that level, they will be a playoff team, because the offensive line will be the main factor. That run game, because we know Jonathan Taylor will rush, for 1,300, at least 1,300 yards if he's healthy. He still rushed for over 1,400 yards last year, missing 3 games. So as long as Jonathan Taylor is healthy and the offensive line is healthy and blocking the way they are, this team is a playoff team. 11-6, like I said, that's what I predicted. Daniel Jones played phenomenal, and I think he will play like that for the rest of the season. Not throwing 272 yards, 22 out of 29 for 2 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdown, 1 touchdown. He's not going to play like that every game, but I think he will have his up and downs, but his floor won't be as low as Anthony Richardson. Nowhere near as low, because this time he has a better system. He has Shane Steichen. Shane Steichen made Minshew a Pro Bowler, so imagine what Daniel Jones, a much, much better quarterback than Minshew. So yeah, this defense is special, and it will be special for this season. They just got to stay healthy. If they stay healthy, they'll be. I think they could be a top 5. I know that's a stretch. I was going to say top 10, but I think they're going to be a top 5 defense if they keep it up. Because what they did to Tua, was I think he threw for 72% completion last year, so he was highest completed quarterback last year, and 60% isn't too bad, but he was just inefficient. He was inaccurate. He's the most accurate quarterback in the league, and he was sailing passes over receivers. he looked scared, and part of that is Louis Aaron's scheme and the pass rush was getting to the quarterback, and we struggled with the pass rushing for the past 3 years. I think we set 2023 we set this franchise record with the sacks, but still, most of those sacks came from really really bad O line. So this time it's just more consistent pressure, which is more important than just getting the high sacks. Sacks are important, but pressure, always pressuring the quarterback, is the most important part because that's gonna make force the quarterback and make him make bad decisions, which we did with Tua. So this defense is gonna be this defense is gonna be very very special. Yeah, like I said, Tyler Warren. Like, wow, what a draft pick by Ballard. I think that's his best pick. Yeah, the run game, I don't expect the run game to be uh, like Jonathan Taylor rushing for 100 yards. I don't expect that yet. Usually, Jonathan Taylor goes off around late September, early October. His peak is November, December. So that run game is not gonna be there right away. We'll see though, because last year Jonathan Taylor did go off the first 3 games of the season. So we'll see, because teams are just gonna be focusing on Jonathan Taylor. So, but yeah, if Danny Dimes keeps playing like this, that's gonna force defenses to play for the pass, and that's gonna give Jonathan Taylor more room to run, and yeah, it's scary. It's gonna be scary. I just wish Alec Pierce got more opportunities on Sunday, but I think he will. And then in the future, we'll see next week how he does. Uh, yeah, this is gonna be a special season, and you can see the sense of urgency with this team signing Xavier Ward from the not Xavier Ward, Xavier Howard from the streets, because he didn't play last year. People thought it was not a good sign just because he's 32, but what's his name? Stephon Gilmore was really good last year. I think he's 34 years old. He's still not signed, but it doesn't matter. I don't think age does matter, but for certain players like Gilmore and Xavier Howard, like, they can still pay dividends, and it's a low risk, high reward type of move, in my opinion. So far, it's paying dividends to that secondary, because secondary last year, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Juju Brents was injury prone. Jalen Jones was okay. I know the fans really liked him. I like him, but I don't think he's starter material. Let's be real. Samuel Womack, they're not good. That secondary was not good. We saw last year every third down, 30-10, giving up. 30-8, giving up, like, chunk plays too. Even 30-20s. They can go for it on 4th and 20, and they'll still convert it, because that secondary was so bad. Julian Backman was pretty good, but um, Cameron Bynum's a major, major, major upgrade. Major upgrade. I'm excited, bro. I haven't been this excited. I was excited for the 2022 season. Unfortunately, with Matt Ryan, the offensive line was just abysmal, and that altered everything. That altered Matt Ryan's ability to, throw from the pocket. And yeah, he was a shell of himself. He was old, but this year is different. I don't see that happening. I see us going 3-0, starting off 3-0. I think we're going to beat Denver for sure, because I don't think Denver's that good. I don't think so. I think some people can agree. I was watching them versus the Titans. I know the Titans have a solid defense, but Bo Nix, um, it's going to look crowded this Sunday. I think Lou Aaron is going to confuse them like he did with Tua. Uh, their defense is pretty good, but I think Shane Steichen proved a lot of people wrong. Speaking of Shane Steichen, a really good play caller. I knew he was a good play caller. I had questions about his coaching style, but yeah, I just think quarterback play was the reason why he didn't really succeed as much his first 2 years, and I think he's gonna sniff his first playoff berth as his as a coach, as a coach for the Colts. What else? What else? What else? What else? To be excited. Yeah, like I was saying, the sense of urgency with this team, like Chris Ballard before the free agency, uh, during that press conference last year, he was like different. Like, his tone was different. And I was telling my friends, like, I think Chris Ballard is going to be different this offseason. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to sign uh, high quality player, not B minus type of players. Like, no disrespect to Ebicom, but He's gonna sign A+ players. I know Traverse Ward didn't have a good season last year. He lost his child, unfortunately, so that played a role. He was injured as well. Cameron Bynum was a solid player, but I believe that was A+. Those two signings were A+. Joe Bocci was a solid signing coming from he came out of nowhere. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we signed him. Because I didn't. I mean, obviously, I paid attention to the offseason, but Joel Bocci came out of nowhere during the training camp. I was like, "Who is this guy?" Because he could be the next Zach Bond. Because Zach Bond was a special team for the New Orleans Saints, and then came out of nowhere with the Eagles last year and just all pro level. I'm not saying that Joe Bocci is going to be all pro level, but he's going to be a really good linebacker. Because, yeah, that's another reason why I'm excited. Because that linebacker core um, took an improvement from the last season. Because EJ Speed was so bad in the run and so bad in coverage. Joe Bocci is really good in coverage. Lou Anarumo doesn't like his linebacker guarding coverage, but because he play, but because he plays dime. Sorry about that. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, just be excited because first of all, we won week one for the first time since 2013. That's a big deal, and I predicted that we're gonna win in Jacksonville as well. We're gonna end that curse, and I think we're gonna end the division. Not winning division for over 10 years since 2014 curse as well. So this is a year that we're gonna see some changes. We're finally gonna be happy because yes, I understand this fan base is not happy. And I know some people are still, saying, "Oh, it's only week one, blah blah, it's luck." That was the Dolphins. The Dolphins, yes, they were trash on Sunday, but they were not expected to be this bad. I believe we're just that good, and that's the main reason why we should be excited for this season. Because yeah, Danny Dime season, baby. Danny Dime's gonna lead us to the division. I'm telling you right now. Be excited. Enjoy it. Enjoy that week one win, and it's gonna carry on for the rest of the season. So yeah, we're gonna start 3-0. I don't know if we're gonna beat the Rams. I will be at that game because I live in San Diego, and that's gonna be a 2-hour drive to LA. Hopefully they win that game. But yeah, be excited because yeah, the sense of urgency is real. This team is legit. I'm telling you, they're not um, pretenders. I'm telling you, we're gonna win the division. CJ Stroud didn't look too good. Jacksonville won, but I think we're a lot better than Jacksonville because that defense isn't good. Trust me. Like Tennessee, really, because I was watching the AFC South roundtable, and they're ranking the Colts last. I think like two of them like ranking the Colts last. I'm like, Tennessee's better than Indianapolis Colts. I can understand Jacksonville because they do have good offense, but like these people just don't know what they're talking about. Um, I doubted Daniel Jones, but I knew that he can take us to the playoff for sure. I knew who's better than Minshew, but I didn't think he would be that good this past Sunday, throwing for 76%. Like I said, almost 300 yards. Looked like a different quarterback. I never see him play that well. I think one game with the Giants versus the Vikings in the yeah NFC wild card match. Other than that, like Daniel Jones looked like a different person, different breed. He's on a mission. He's proving everyone wrong, and I think he wants to be here. So he's not just playing to, uphold that starting position. He's playing to lead his Colts team to be a playoff contender and beyond that. So yeah, don't be surprised if we, win the playoff game too, because obviously we're gonna if we win the division, we'll have that home playoff game. So yeah, I think we're gonna win that game. I'm not saying that we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. Did not predict that, but yeah, I'm excited. I've never been this excited. Y'all should too. And just like Joy, like I said, this is not the same, Carson Wentz team. I feel like the Carson Wentz team in 2021, first of all, they didn't win the week one game. And second of all, they started off 0-3. And yes, they went on that run, but they went back down to earth, later that season against the Rangers and against Jacksonville. Yes, I want to forget about that because that was just terrible. But yeah, Shane Steichen is not joking. He is not joking. Yes, he is kind of arrogant as a play caller. Like if you listen to his press conference, like he was like, "I told y'all, I got it. I'm him." He is him. Uh, but at the same time, it is week one, so we'll see on Sunday. If we win week two, then you guys have to be legit excited. I can't even pronounce words right. I don't know what's going on. It's 10:55 p.m. here in San Diego. Just got off work because yeah, I'm gonna go to bed soon, but I still gotta make content. So yeah, this is gonna do it. Thank you guys for taking the time to listen to this. This one's a little longer than usual, so yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. If you listen to audio on Spotify or Apple, just leave a 5-star review. Yeah, we're next time. I'll see you guys in a few days. Where I'll make a preview video of the week 2 matchup with the Denver Broncos. So I'm excited to make that. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Yeah, be excited. Let's go Colts, baby. We're going to the Super Bowl. See you guys.